Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening,
Waalaikumsalam.
everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Welcome to Brother Atamis, Sister Haura, Miss Fawantina, Mr. Herdi, and also Miss Rahmi. Also, the one who's trying to join our room, also Mr. Tariq. Thank you all for joining our weekly session in speaking practice group. Okay. Let me also just remind everyone. Okay, so for tonight, we are going to have the agenda. So for tonight, the speaker, as you can see from the poster earlier, it will be Mr. Acep Usman Abdullah. He's going to join us soon. He is a financial and digital business practitioner founder from Fans Millennials Networks. And tonight, he will bring the topic related to personal branding, make the most of your social media. And let's see what's his background. For some of you who probably don't know who Mr. Acep is. This is not the first time Mr. Acep actually becomes the speaker for our meeting in speaking practice group. So he got his bachelor degree from Animal Science, IPB University, and he was the runner-up best student in IPB with cum laude. Yeah. And he got his master degree in animal science as well in the University of Queensland, Australia. And he got the Dean's Commendation for Academic Excellence. And his certification, also professional course, as you can also see in this case, that he, in 2002, he was a digital marketing from Genius Space Indonesia. He also associate planner endorsed by FBSB. And he's also the agriculture policy short course in Australia by Australia Awards. His expertise are in this aspect, as you can see. Yeah. So Mr. Acep has lots of abilities, and this is also his organizational experiences. And he also has become the speaker in many activities from 2021 until 2023. So without further ado, I think Mr. Acep is here already. So I'm gonna give Mr. Acep time to share more about personal branding with the community of him, which is called Fans Millennials. And it is also related to our meeting tonight because in this group, no matter your age is, from junior high school until professional, until adults, we are here. So let me please give applause to Mr. Acep. Please, Mr. Acep, time's yours.
All right, thank you, Mr. Denis. What a great moderator. Hello, good evening, everyone. Nice to meet you all. And it's a great pleasure that I can share again in this nice occasion, in this nice forum, and also a lot of supportive people here in the supportive environment. So what the moderator said, I would like to deliver my presentation with the title of personal branding and how to maximize or how to make use of our social media. So this is the reason why I chose this topic, because a couple of weeks ago, I think if some of you still remember, Miss Alita said to me, "Oh, personal branding, one of the topic that she requested." So I'd like to give the answer for you, Miss Alita, especially, and of course, I think everyone here also would like to hear how I use this knowledge in my career and also in developing my community Fans Millennials. First of all, I would like to a little bit warming up. So anyone of you here wants to give a kind of comment or opinion about what personal branding is? So anybody want to say something about that? Probably you can type down, write down in the chat box if you want to say something about what personal branding is. So anybody wants to give some clue about that? Just type down in the chat box. Come on, a little bit warming up, Mr. Denis, yeah? So anybody wants to know? Stage name and being famous. All right, thank you. Anybody wants to add? Method to promote yourself to the world? Wonderful. That's great. Love the answer. All right. Yes, I think what you said here from Mr. Denis, from Mr. Herdy, yes, it's about promoting our image. So we purposely want to promote ourselves to the world, what people see about us. So if we apply that in a career, for example, what's your title should be known, should be considered something that they want to respect or want to use your service or want to admire or whatever. So there is a purpose behind personal branding. So that's the key. And of course, in this digital world, we need to maximize what we have today, including social media. So what we learn in Fans Millennial Digital Academy really about promoting this concept to young generations about the importance of personal branding. And I have some curriculum or syllabus how to teach them and also to mentor them, because learning about personal branding is a long learning process. So I need to equip them with some mentoring support. And of course, we need to give some troubleshooting if they really have some issue. So that's why we have some weekly meeting to support them. So another thing that I would like to say about personal branding is what we can do in social media. For example, in Instagram, we have this facility for free. Of course, if you want to use advertisement, we need to pay to Instagram. But if we use Instagram for our personal branding purpose, what we can do is to understand the structure or the feature of Instagram itself. So in this nice occasion, I would like to display the structure of Instagram and how I use this Instagram to promote my community. So I would like to share the screen to you about that. So let me use my another device to deliver my message. So here we go. So in here, I would like to give some ideas about how we can maximize the feature of Instagram. I learned a lot about this from personal branding expert from social media strategies in my agency, my marketing agency. So I applied this in my community Fans Millennial Networks. So first of all, we can see here, we have to give a specific title about our community. In this context, Fans Millennial is about the supportive community or supportive program that help young generations to understand about personal branding, about digital marketing. So I call this as enabler, which means I work behind the screen and then help them to act them by themselves. So that's the idea why I call this enabler. So I put this because I want to see others that Fans Millennial is basically a kind of enabler. So everyone can join and also can connect and collaborate as the vision or the tagline in this community: sharing, connecting, and collaborating. And of course, if you want to claim that that's your own, you can say that that's the owner or the founder, who is the owner or the founder. And also, if they want to know how Fans Millennial has connect with other communities, so they can simply type hashtag Friends Millennial Networks. So I, through Friends Millennial, connect with other communities, including Speaking Practice Group, Defense Heritage Society, and also my community in Fakwak, West Papua, in Sukabumi, and also in my alumni organization, senior high school. So that's why Friends Millennial really rooted with other communities, and we connect with them. And then we can put the link there. So this is a way that we can promote further to others. So if they find our content and the content is interesting, they might want to see the profile. So we have to provide a link there so that people can see further about our community. They can kepo in gitu. They can try to understand further about our community. So I put link 3 here, and what I put here, of course, related content. So there are 3 main content: Friends Millennial Introduction, Friends Millennial Digital Academy, Friends Millennial Collaboration Scheme. So if they want to know Friends Millennial further, just type down Friends Millennial Introduction section there. And then, of course, I also put some grouping here in the story highlight. So people can see how Friends Millennial work time to time. So they can see how Friends Millennial made the kind of program together with other communities. So through this section, people can see if they want to see how I connect with Speaking Practice Group, how I connect with the Highest Creative Digital Club, and then also in LWP Creative Digital, IKEA Digital Millennials, and so forth. So this section really grouping about our work. So they want to know the previous program. So this is the summary or the accumulation of all those works. And of course, as you can see here, there are many types of Instagram content. We can use feed, we can use a reel or short video, and also what we call in feed is a carousel, for example, because we put some pictures together. I mean, there are some several sections, so it's not only single picture. So we call that carousel. And then, of course, what we have to pay attention to is caption. Talking about caption, I heard that we have a formula AIDA, or attract, interest, desire, and action, or call action. So if I try to wait a second, to display what's the summary of caption principle, I would like to put down here in the whiteboard. So there is a formula how we create caption to make it more attractive. So there is a principle here, AIDA. So I is attract. So at the beginning of our paragraph or our sentence, we have to make sure that people are attracted with the content. And also I, this is interest. So we have to elaborate what we would like to deliver. And then desire. Make sure that the audience have an eager to know further, or they show their what we call interest here, because this is a kind of pushing a message, or we deliver a message to make sure that they want to know us. And then at the end, we have to put a call of action or action, yeah, CTA. So people may hear CTA, call, what we call to action or call of action, yeah. So we give some sentences there at the end of our caption. For example, follow more, follow for more, or we can say click the link above, or click link in the bio, in the Instagram bio. So that's the example of action. So that's the formula of how we apply AIDA principle in our caption arrangement. And then back to the, let me stop this again. Back to the Instagram again. what I would like to highlight more about the social media, especially Instagram, is the feature of insight. You can find in professional dashboard. Of course, you have to switch your account from personal account to professional account or business account so that you can find this feature, professional dashboard. What you can find there is about the data analytic about social media. So as you can see here, this is insight, account insight, which tell us about the progress in the last 30 days about the audience visiting our social media, our Instagram. You can type down here, see all. And what you can see here, there is account reach, which means how many accounts that saw our content. So or how many account that access to our content. So this is account reach, and there is a decrease in my performance here, 50% decrease in the last 30 days. And then account engage, which means whether there is an interaction, for example, like, comment, or a reshare or repost. That's the definition or the meaning of accounts engaged. And of course, total follower is easy to understand. How many followers are how many followers has increased in the last 30 days. This is a good information for us to evaluate our social media performance. So what's the implication behind all of this? Of course, if we are providing service to people, this is one of the initial indicator of how effective our content is. So if there is a performance decrease, which means that we have to evaluate whether the content should be more interesting, whether we have to adjust the time when we uploading, or even we have to readjust the caption. So a lot of implication from this information, yeah. And then if we dig further, you can see in account reach here, we can see the audience's origin, yeah, where they're accessing our content. So here, Jakarta is the most what we call the most number, yeah, visiting my my social media, especially Instagram, and Tangerang, Depok, Bandung. So if we see the countries, I think Indonesia is dominating, yeah, and also top age ranges. I think I expected that young generation visited more, and in here, yes, that's true. 25 to 34. I think millennials visiting more, while Z generation, I think, yeah, is the second. And then the last one is the old generation, 45 to 54, which is the least, yeah. And then based on the gender, we can see here men dominating, but I think it's quite balanced between men and women. So this idea really can tell us more about how we design our content. If we targeting millennials or Z generation, of course, we can see how many audiences from that range of age visiting our social media. And then mostly non-followers visiting my social media account. I don't know for sure why. This probably because I use some remix content, for instance, or I use more reel or short video, because reel can access non-follower as well. I mean, non-followers can access our reel because Instagram help us to Instagram really open our access to non-followers as well. But we have to use reel, yeah, not a feed or carousel. So this because a lot of reel that I made, that's why non-followers really dominate in this criteria. And then content reach. Content reach is different with impression. Impression means that how many people play for once or two times free time. So they are counted. I mean, they are take into account. So they're visiting at how many times, how often they open or view our content are included in the impression, while a content reach just only one. So for example, one audience might give impression more than one if they view couple of times, but in terms of reach, only one account that is noted or calculated there. So impressions normally more than content reach. Yeah. And then we also can see how our posts that that contributed more to our performance. For example, here we can see the top posts. This is the content that that was made with Defense Heritage Society, one of the committee that collaborating with Fans Millennial. So DHS Creative Digital team helped creating this content. So mostly DHS content dominate, yeah. And also top stories here. Yeah, this is the current one because couple of days ago, Fans Millennial supported my alma mater or my previous senior high school. So we collaborate with the alumni organization, and we have a kind of contest there. So probably lots of people visiting because they wanted to get some reward based according to the contest that I provided. So top reels, this is the short video, and you can see here again, this is one of the internship program. She is President University students. I think she also came to speaking practice group a couple of months ago and became a speaker. She made a testimony about her internship program with Fans Millennial and Defense Heritage Society. So this content really reached 386 audience. So even though there is a performance decreasing, but I believe this is one of the good evaluation for us how to pay attention on this information and redesign the content. And what I want to say here, profile visit means that when they visiting our content or they viewing our content, they might want to know further. So they click our profile. So they probably stay a couple of times there, spend time for viewing the information in the profile center. So that's why it's important to put our important or strategic information in the profile part, because people may want to know it. And then external link tabs. So there is a link in my profile. So this shows how many people have clicked, and then they view our external link content. And then email button, there's no email button there. So I think that makes sense that 0% there. So this is the insight in Instagram. I think if I also put this this principle into the Facebook context, I think quite the same. You can also find Facebook insight, but first of all, you have to create Facebook fan page, and then there you can see the insight. But if you use only personal account, I think you are unable to find that facility. So you have to make a Facebook fan page, and then you can monitor the performance. So that's about Instagram. I think yeah. So let me try to conclude what I have delivered based on this information in Instagram facility and also personal branding definition at the beginning of my speech. So what I would like to highlight that personal branding is important in relation with what we want to deliver to people, either it is a product, it is service, or even our other expertise, what we call other expertise promotion. So we can do that through our social media, but of course we have to pay attention to the performance. So to make sure it's effective, we have to keep monitoring it and make it by purpose. And as a result, if they are interested to our content, they might contact us. So that's why I put some contact number in the external link, so they can contact me and they can create a collaboration with Fans Millennial, for instance, or if I give a service in my another account, so I also can give service to them. So that's the process of how I use social media for my community branding and also for my personal branding. So that's all my speech, and I'm happy if we can discuss further in the Q&A session. Back to you, Mr. Denis.
Wow, what a wonderful presentation. To be honest, I learned a lot. I know about Dashboard Professional, but I never touched it. And I just know that there's a lot of things that we can reach from opening it. I believe some of you probably have some questions. So if you have some questions, probably you may raise your hand. So I know that, okay, there you go. We have 1, 2. Okay, anyone else want to raise hand? Okay, let's give chance first to Miss Dian, and after that, Mr. Eddie, then after that, Miss Elita. Miss Dian, please, your question.
Okay, I'm sorry for being late. Actually, I missed the first part, but this is a very simple question actually. From what Mr. Acep has presented, I can conclude that the process takes a long time. My question is, how do you manage your time to create the content, to monitor the content, and all that jazz? How do you manage your time? Because timekeeping is something that is crucial here, right?
Yes, thank you.
That's my question.
Thank you, Miss Dian. Wonderful question. Yes. To be honest, it's hard, of course, and I am still struggling how to manage time effectively. But what I can do is sharing jobs with my team. So as I mentioned, there are some intern students that's collaborating with Fans Millennials, and also we have some communities that are also collaborating. So what I offer to them is weekly mentoring. So if I mean specific time for specific community. For example, if I want to give a mentoring program to DHS community, DHS Creative Digital, I spend my time in Tuesday evening with my community in Sukabumi in Monday evening, and also in my community in Fakfak in Thursday evening. So that's what I can do, giving opportunity for them to learn and also to create content. So they create content for Fans Millennials, of course, for the community as well, but in collaboration with Fans Millennials. So I didn't do by myself. I empowered people to create content for us. And of course, in the monitoring program, really sometimes not really routine for me, but at least once a month, I check the performance. But again, I acknowledge that a lot of areas of improvement that I have to do in terms of managing the information, managing the suggestion from the insight. Because if I see there is a performance downgrade there, so means that I have to rethink and redesign how I create the content. But mostly the content in Fans Millennials come from the events. For example, if I have a weekly meeting, so I put I put the news in there, giving some for example, the main content of our meeting. So just informing that to the audiences. Yes, once a month for checking the insight, and I empowered my team to help me in creating content, but of course based on the agreed template. So I made a template first and shared it through Canva. So they just fill in the template, and then just a final check before I post or upload it. So I hope this answer your question, Ms. Dian.
Yeah, it does. It answers my question. No wonder you can do that. I mean, like, it seems like there are a lot of things to do, but you have a team. Yeah, no wonder we can do that. If I were
Alright.
you, I wouldn't be able to do that.
You can do. All right, great, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Dian, for the question. Also, wonderful answer from Mr. Acep. Please, Mr. Hadi, what do you want to ask?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. And first of all, I would like to say that it was a stunning presentation. And I just know that you you are the digital marketer, Mr. Acep. Since I'm just finished my digital marketing training, and also I'm preparing for the BNSP one,
Wow.
BNSP certification. We know that I just scroll ups and down about the fans millennial. I can based on my observation, we can say that fans millennials is about the community, right? I would like to ask if we are willing to spill the beans. The community is different with the the commercial company, which the community don't sell the products, don't promote the products. If you're willing to spill the beans, how much the budget for marketing in a month to have effective result?
All right, wonderful questions, and it's really it's hard to answer, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Yes, Fansmiller really it's about the voluntary based community, and it's quite unique because it's a kind of training service, but it's totally free, because I just wanted to reshare what I got from my current career in digital marketing as well, or in financial service. So I just wanted to apply my knowledge and my skill and research to young generation. But of course, there is a big mission behind. And as you can see in the profile, this is a networking for change. So networking is really broad, has a broad function. And of course, each community that I'm collaborating has their own mission as well. For example, Defense Heritage Society has a mission to promote defense heritage value, and there needs digital content to promote this value. So I have to understand what the clients, or we call the clients, need. But of course, it is for free. So there is no transaction there. So if you ask me how much marketing budget, I have no idea about that. But of course, if I see some information and I try to recall that information, because now I also trying to create a final assignment from my digital marketing course. I learned about how branding is also applied in the political purpose. That's interesting one, especially in 2024. We know that we have a election. So I want to study further the budget for digital marketing in the political context. So that's what I'm learning currently, and so I am making an assignment for that. So if I see, if I try to spill, for example, if we want to create a content, one content, Instagram content, I think we can, at least we have to pay around 50 to 100,000 rupiah for one content. And couple of occasion I got this offer, but I think it's just only for helping others. So there's no real budget. I mean, real price that I targeted, but they just give me that range of price. So I know that in pasaran, in the market, we if you want to create a feed content in Instagram, we have to pay 100,000 at least. Yeah, 50,000 to 100,000. Again, referring to your questions, I have no idea how much budget that we can spend for marketing. Of course, if you want to try to use other facilities from Instagram, from Facebook, we can use Instagram ads. We can, probably pay per click and a lot of terms there. But I tried one. I used once in Facebook ads, but then I think I thought that it was not effective in my career context, so I didn't continue. But I'm trying now is to use organic method, which is based on natural social media content. So I don't use Instagram ads or Facebook ads at the moment. But I don't know if my clients or my partnering organization said how to boost the performance. Probably I may suggest that. But again, I have I have like experience in that area. So probably that's my answer, Mr. Herdy. We can discuss more outside of this. I think you are interested in digital marketing as well.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Acep,
No worries.
for the answer.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Herdy. Miss Elita, the one who requested about this topic. Please, Miss Elita.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Denis and Mr. Acep for insightful material. I never think of I think I'm not a kind of young generation that you mentioned before. I'm old, so I never think about selling myself to the social media. I am working for about 25 years, and in my field, in my dentistry, I'm a dentist. So I think it's just you do your best, your work best, and then people will get known you by your work. So I never think about personal branding. Put your name on the something and people get known, and maybe people will reach to you more. So what you tell about in this material you bring previously, so it's about community, but how about really personal? Because I work as a person. So do you think it's possible in my field to deliver I don't know, reach the benefit of this thing? Thank you.
All right, I know I got your question. Thank you, Miss Elita. Don't worry too much. I think personal branding is useful for all generation. So you still have a chance, have a time to dig more or to know further about that. And I believe it would be useful for you. But of course, it should be case by case. I mean, checking your mission, your needs, and that's why in offering suggestions to people or to my friends, millennial enthusiasts, we have to know their needs, whether they want to sell their service or they just want to raising their brand awareness. So that's a different mission. So for example, if my community want to raise a kind of campaign or branding awareness, so it means that they don't need to sell. Just they just want to know that people remember when they talk about something and they immediately refer to that community or that company or that person. So really branding awareness is different with selling. selling is the final part of it. So I don't know for sure if you need that in your career, but of course you may want to share your experience, inspire people, and I believe that you want your expertise is utilized by many people. Of course, in the academic context, for instance, we can create the journal and a lot of citation. Yeah, a lot of citation. That's one of the, I think, one of the form of branding, but of course in the specific context. But in this one, really is about direct contact and direct communication, and there's no really complex rule. If we compare with the journal, for example, citing, there is a rule there, but in here, simply they just contact us, they ask further about it, and then if you have a service, just provide your service to them, as simple as that. And of course, a lot of now in the medical context, that's why we have HaloDoc and many things like platform. That's one of the branding. You can see there a lot of doctors or the medical practitioner, they just sell their expertise. They show, they display how long they are in that field, and of course beside the title they also give some information about the experience. That's one of the example of personal branding. Mainly this help others to understand, get familiar with the service, and they want to choose you as the best choice for them, best dentist, best doctor, or something like that. But of course, again, we have to realize what the mission. If you want to brand yourself as for example, speaker, for instance, such a different context. So you have to provide more your experience in being a speaker, in sharing your expertise to others. So that's one of the effort that you can do. So different mission, different strategy, and different content. So let's say if you want to share further to us now, so if you have something that come up in your mind, what is your mission, Miss Elita, with your expertise? Any other, I mean, even a small thought in your mind currently?
After hear what you said before, so I think it will be interesting if I can share my knowledge in health. But before, I never think about it. I think I'm quite feel enough about what I get after all these years. So even I don't want to sell myself, I think. I don't want to. I just want to, yeah, I think because maybe it's different. You're a younger generation, and I think I want to get calmed down. It's like that.
All right. I know what you mean. Yeah. Of course, that's one of the needs, and but let's think again why you created your social media, whether they wanted to know you or they just want to connect. So if your mission just want to connect, yeah, of course, you just limit your friendship. So the only ones that you can accept is the ones that targeted, I mean the one that you want to connect with them. So that's a different context. Personal branding really exposing yourself to others, to the world. So yeah, that's why if your mission just want to connect through social media, I think we don't need really a specific design through your Instagram, but of course you need to update your activity so that people get informed and you are okay, you are in a good condition. So probably just as limited branding, perhaps just only to your cycle. So but that's the simplest branding, perhaps, because you don't expose yourself to the world, to others. Yeah, but again, what I wanted to say in the medical context, I think now a lot of doctors or the general medical practitioner, they want to sell themselves because they have a certain area of expertise, and clients or customers or people want to get the best doctors. So they see I mean they want to get they want themselves receive the best service from the best doctor. I know a lot of my clients in insurance think about that. So if I get the insurance, so that's the access to get the best doctor, because they seek for quality. They seek for you know, a best service, or it's not about money. They just want to get the best service from others. So that's why they seek the best doctor. So that's in the context of my clients in the insurance company.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Acep.
No problem, Ms. Alita.
Thank you, Mr. Alita. We have Mr. Sugianto. You may turn your microphone on, please, Mr. Sugianto.
All right, so okay, thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Acep. Thank you for your presentation. My question is, okay, how long finance millennials exist? It means like, yeah, because I see the followers only 356 followers, and if I compare with your private private Instagram is so many gaps, yeah. Your followers 2,500 followers, and maybe you said you use organic method to increase your followers. So do you have target, maybe funds millennial become 10,000 followers? Because if we talk about social media, usually the focus on followers first. Yeah, maybe do you have like a goal to increase your followers? Thank you, Mr. Acep.
Thank you, Mr. Sugianto, for interesting questions. Let me answer your first questions about the establishment date, or the time when I built Transmillennial. Really, I built this in November 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that in the late of 2021. So it was built because I had a group of people that work in my current career, and we wanted to share about their expertise. So I facilitated them, and so the initial idea was just for sharing about our expertise in the financial service. But then I realized that to get more connection, we need to open ourselves to connect with others. So that's why I give tagline: sharing, connecting, and collaborating. And the idea behind it is networking for change. So networking for change really about helping others to get their mission. So change in the organization context. So we work not only just individual way, we also work community with community. But of course, increasing followers really is my homework now, how to increase followers in Fans Millennial. But compared to my private Instagram, in my Instagram really, I think couple of years ago, I mean, it's been a long time. If I guess I had to check more the exact date or the exact year. I guess I built this Instagram in 2016, but actively, I mean, I focus on creating content was in 2020, but I created my Instagram, my private Instagram, in 2016. Mostly that time I work on Facebook, but then I realized I think there is a shift to Instagram. So I realized, all right, so I have to revitalize my previous Instagram, my private Instagram. Then along the time I had a team. Then I realized I needed a platform to share, to connect and collaborate, and also to expand my expertise in the digital context. I mean, in the digital marketing. So not only just financial service in the what we call in the small. I mean, in the limited context. I just wanted to broaden my expertise to the digital marketing in general. That's why I use this platform also to challenge myself to understand further about how digital marketing works and how this can help others, the other community, and how I also wanted to know if the community that we empowered also got benefits. So this is the really the evaluation. So not only just about the insights, about the how many followers, but I just wanted to check if the community that we are collaborating, we are partnering, got benefit from Fans Millennial. So it's about empowering people. So we built a group of people inside the community, inside the community that we're partnering. We train them. They create create content based on the template that we agreed, and then they just work like that. So Fans Millennial is the mother of other communities that we are partnering. So we call this Fans Millennial Network. So we had a Fans in Fakfak, West Papua. We also have a member in Medan, of course, in my homeland in Sukabumi, and also in Jakarta, DHS, and also a lot of students apply for interns in the collaborating organization. So Fans Millennials really offer them a service to train them. So it's kind of a training thing. I mean, empowering people, but again, it's something in between, offering a digital service and also empowering people. So I guess I would say now Fans Millennial is enabler.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
Okay. If probably one more person want to ask, anybody? You can turn your microphone on or raise your hand if you wanna ask question. No? Okay. Just for your information, actually, as what Mr. Acep also said, our speaking practice group was the invitation always be made by Fans Millennials and Brother Acep, and they work very, very well. Voluntarily, I was actually, he actually can charge me, but he never charged me with any friends.
No worries.
Right. Okay. So since it's already 8:23, we are gonna put you into breakout rooms. But before that, I'm worried that some of you probably may leave, or you have another thing to do. Let's we take a group picture first. So if you may turn the camera on, let's we take a group picture together. Yeah, I'm gonna count for 3 seconds. Please turn your camera on. If you cannot, it's okay. You don't need to say, I cannot turn my camera on. It's okay. So there will be no one will get, okay. How to get resurfaced? I don't know. I actually asked Mr. Acep and he said yes. So that's what I call incidents actually. Okay, let's recount. Okay, I will take a picture now, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Okay, hang on, one more page because there are 2 pages here. Okay, one more page. This one. It's okay. It's okay, Mr. Atuti. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Let me copy paste as well. Okay, so now in speaking practice group, we always break you we always put you into breakout rooms. Since we have 28 participants here, let's make into 28 divided by 2, 14. Let's go by 16 rooms, just in case there are new people joining. Okay. Wait, yeah. Oh. Okay. And then this one go by this. And this one with room 15. Okay. So in room 1, there will be Altamis and Haura. In room 3, there will be Mr. Mehdi and Kaifa. Okay. And then room 4, there will be Mr. Afif and Mr. Torik. Room 5, there will be Miss Cindy and Miss Dian. Room 6, there will be Miss Gabrina and Miss Mira. Room 7, there will be Miss Nurul and Mr. Putra. In room 8, there will be Miss Elvira and Mr. Wahyu Nugroho. In room 9, there will be Mr. Torik and Miss Ayu. In room 10, there will be Mr. Sugianto and Miss Nurma. In room 11, there will be Mr. Acep and hang on, somebody left. I confused. Room 11. Okay. Well, you be with your partner. If something happens, you can just call my name. So you will speak for 15 minutes. Yeah. In the first breakout room, I open all breakout rooms starts from now. Okay. It seems that the breakout rooms will be closed very soon. And we're gonna change. We're gonna go to the second round.
Yeah, sana yang mau.
Okay. In the breakout rooms.
Automatically.
We're gonna wait for some other people, yeah. Okay. 14 seconds left. Okay, in the second round, if you already met this person twice, please tell me. Because again, I don't remember all your partners. I'm gonna recreate. Okay. Let me okay, instead more people joining us. Okay, recreate. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Room 1, there will be Mr. Kaifa and Mr. Sugianto. Room 2, there will be Miss Rahmi. And I don't know whether it's Miss or Mr. SBNR. I don't know. Room 3, Miss
Subhan,
Mira.
Mister.
And,
Subhan.
oh, Subhan. Okay. Subhan.
Yep.
I see. So Mr. Subhan. Room 3, there will be Miss Mira and Mr. Torik. Room 4, it seems that Mr. Acep will be with me because you're alone there. Room 5, there will be Miss Haning and also Miss Ayu. In room 6, there will be Mr. Torik and Mr. Wahyu Nugroho. Room 7, there will be Miss Agnes and Miss Elita. Room 8, there will be Miss Elvira and Miss Wawantina. Room 9, there will be Miss Nurma and Miss Nurul. Room 10, there will be Mr. Afif and Miss Tian. And room 12, there will be Miss Haura and Mr. Putra. Room 13, there will be Mr. Febri and Mr. Mehdi. If your name's not here yet, I will put you with someone else. Okay, 15 minutes to discuss with your new partner. Start from
I have
now.
done this.
With who? Oh, Miss Agnes with Miss Alita. Yeah, I'm sorry, the time's up already, everyone. So I also haven't finished talking to my previous partner, Miss Nurul. I just know that Miss Nurul not an English teacher. She works in VTPN. I thought that she's an English teacher. So before we close our session tonight, and there's a bit announcement, probably Miss Acep, do you want to say the last statement for your for sharing your knowledge tonight, please?
Yes, thank you, Miss Denis. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone who gave questions and also listened to my presentations. And I just hope that what I delivered really impactful, and also you can contact me anytime to collaborate. But of course, we know to know each other first so that I can see your needs. And this forum really is not just about English is about networking as well. So we have a same frequency with Mr. Denis, by the way. That's why we really connect between Fans Millennial and Speaking Practice Group, because we are networking community, supportive community. So enjoy this forum and keep coming every week, yeah, Mr. Denis, and we can
Yes,
be better
sir.
together.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Acep. Quick announcement for next week. In Ramadan, inshallah, for some of you who celebrate Ramadan, we are not going to have an evening meeting, but we are going to have a morning meeting. So inshallah, start from next week. It's still on Sunday, but we will start at 6:30. So I hope that after you have your sahur, would you mind sharing? Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Febri. Actually, there are lots of recording files. I just haven't uploaded them yet into the G Drive. So I try my best to upload them, Mr. Febri. Okay. So yeah, so next week, start from next week, our speaking practice group in Ramadan will start from 6:30 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah, and I already got the new speaker. Yeah. So the next, and I also got the new moderator, which will be probably quite young. Yeah. So the next speaker will be Haura, yeah? Haura, you will say yes, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And the moderator will be Altamis, right? Turn on your microphone, Altamis, yes?
Yes, Mister. Yes.
Awesome. So it's really millennials. So I don't know what Gen is it, Gen Z or Gen Alpha, I don't know. So we try out. So that's why I said that this group is not only just for professionals, but for anyone. But of course not for baby, yeah. Unless you can have the baby talking. I don't know. Like Jesus. Okay. So that's all for tonight. Thank you very much for your meeting tonight. Let's take a group picture one more time. If you can turn your camera on, you may. Yeah. So let's take a group picture. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. See you all Sunday morning at 6:30. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great night, everyone.